Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy RB3 for First Cut, and I'm here to review the new Seth Rogen starring Olivia Wilde directed movie, The Invite. Now, I actually got to watch this movie a couple weeks ago. I actually got to watch it on my birthday, June 17th. But, finally here with the review. It's starting to roll out into national release, so I'm excited to get this out before most of the general public has seen it, but a lot of y'all have already seen it. I have my review written on firstcuttmo.com, so if you want to go to firstcuttmo.com, that's where you can find our review. It is still under construction, so there are some links and some parts of the website that aren't all the way done yet, but the review is in the link in the description. Okay, so let's get to my thoughts on The Invite. Now, right from the beginning of the film, there's a supposedly romantic montage that blends Seth Rogen's weed-laced chuckle. That's a bad Seth Rogen impression. But it blends that chuckle with some somber piano music. And I think these first few seconds perfectly capture the movie's awkwardly funny, if not somewhat sympathetic look on relationships and marriage. Written by Rashida Jones and Will Carmack. Rashida Jones is a popular actress. And those two were actually co-writers on Toy Story 4. And Celeste something, I forgot the exact name of that movie. But they co-wrote that as well. And they co-wrote The Invite. And this was also directed by Olivia Wilde, who stars in the film. This A24 film is actually a remake of a Spanish film, The People Upstairs. And it's set entirely in one apartment, so it's kind of a containment comedy in a way. The main character, Angela, who's played by the film's director, Olivia Wilde, invites her mysterious upstairs neighbors to a spontaneous dinner party at her lavish San Francisco apartment. Meanwhile, her husband, Joe, who's played by Seth Rogen, is a downtrodden music professor who's mourning his failed rock star dreams and ambitions. Joe's self-loathing seeps into his middling marriage with Olivia Wilde's character, and her boredom ultimately ends up manifesting in this curious attraction to her upstairs neighbors, who Joe also kind of just wants to confront, not because he likes them, but he's actually kind of mad because he thinks they have sex way too loudly. So the tension's right there. There's already kind of that conflict. By the way, if you've been in a relationship, you know how couples go. There's always that couple that one of the friends likes and then the other person doesn't like, and you just kind of have to deal with it. But then Joe's taken to the next level. He actually wants to confront homie. So he's about to lay down a hammer. And the homie is actually this alleged firefighter, Hawk, who's played by Edward Norton. And he sees nothing but pure bliss and ecstasy in his kind of newly fresh relationship with an exotic sex therapist named Pina. Pina, who's played by Penélope Cruz, sees her calm, lanky, Edward Norton type husband as some sort of hyper-masculine caretaker. Their mutual affection for each other seems unwavering, which prompts Angela to investigate their babyface love affair. Now, in contrast to Angela and Joe's marital woes, their neighbors bust onto the scene with this kind of unexplainable mythic romance for each other, just unbreakable. And usually there's nothing hidden or secret about a healthy relationship. Sometimes there's just a match of compatibilities. Sometimes it's a careful balance of control. And sometimes you just have a satisfying life. And in Hawk and Pina's case, without revealing too much of the plot twist, let's just say they let their freak flags fly.
They seem cool. And she's so pretty.
Have you got tequila?
Over the course of the 104-minute runtime, co-writers Rashida Jones and Will McCormack cleverly slow-roll Hawk and Pina's sexual exploits through a buoyant blend of witty dialogue and tense situations. All of the characters come armed with individual motivations, many of which I cannot spoil. Now, mind you, the film doesn't have any actual nudity or over-the-top sexual stuff. Just be prepared for some awkward dialogue-filled hilarity.
Bye.
Two. Hey, Angela. Hi. Me too.
Yes. Joe, you remember Pina and Hawk?
This is still a good time.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you sure we are not interrupting something?
No, it's great. It's good. It's good for you.
Yes.
It's great for us.
Okay.
Yeah, we love. Yep.
The original score by Devontae Haynes, aka Blood Orange, is eerily simplistic in its form, but perfectly cued to match the zany shifts and energies between the nervous setups and the edgy punchlines. Now, I've been a fan of Blood Orange's music for a long time, so it's refreshing to hear his spooky, kind of hauntingly romantic, ambient, underground sound translating so well cinematically. Now, the film is anchored by powerhouse comedic performances from everybody in the cast, including the director herself. The Tron Legacy star blesses herself with the most material to flex with as an actor, playing a wide range of physical comedy, but also emotional sympathy, and just general stress from planning and orchestrating this whole dinner party. Now, as a director, Olivia Wilde takes a very Altman-inspired approach that gives her actors a lot of space to embody their real-life personas naturally. Edward Norton leans into his enigmatic reputation. Penélope Cruz exudes her ageless sex appeal. And Seth Rogen is clearly Seth Rogen.
It took you a while to come to the door, and it sounded like you were arguing.
No filter.
No, I just want to be honest. We were at the door before we rang, and we could hear you were fighting.
Oh, we were fighting.
We were fighting, yeah.
Bit of a contentious environment in here, so I understand if that's repellent to you. No hard feelings, you know what I mean? Completely understand, you know?
We love a contentious environment. We love it.
Okay.
Well,
Really, it's fine.
Honestly, this combination of celebrity self-awareness feels right for a borderline X-rated 2010s comedy. Like, this is the end, right? Like a containment kind of comedy with all these celebrities kind of just playing themselves. But thankfully, all four of the cast members approached the roles with maturity and restraint, which somewhat kept their characters grounded in reality. Director Olivia Wilde and cinematographer Adam Newport-Barra shoot most of the action through door frames, windows, and hallways, isolating the characters into the tight corners of their constricted marriage. And that's going back to that Altman influence that we talked about, right? Very static camera, very confined frame that makes you feel like you're watching a play and watching these characters interact, but in a very natural way. And also in a very cinematic and compelling way. The editing never felt too slow or boring. It was fast, it was witty, it was well-paced, which is super essential for a romantic comedy. Now, I don't know what the A24 is feeding their editors over there, but they made the drama into a really cool, funny, well-edited romantic comedy. And same thing with this one. This is also a really funny, well-paced romantic comedy that never feels boring. It feels a little boring towards the end. Towards the last 10 or 15 minutes, it does start to drag a hair. But, you know, that's how movies naturally go. You got to have the funnies, and then you got to land it with the sympathetic reality of the moment, which is true. So yeah, the last 15 minutes do come to a screeching halt, but nevertheless, the rest of the film flows like a river. But Booksmart, Don't Worry, Darling, and Now the Invite proves is that Olivia Wilde is a true chameleon behind the camera, adapting to a wide variety of styles and stories. From the big-scale romantic thrillers to sneakily freaky sex comedies, the actor-turned-director finds a new, interesting take on every single script she ends up tackling. In this reserved adult dramedy, Wilde understands that less is more. The brisk pacing, sharp screenplay, and fun performances carried this film to a smooth landing. The film is a laugh-out-loud stress test that truly questions the limits of how much you love your partner. I mean, I love my girl. I don't know if we'd be able to deal with the same situation that Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde was dealing with, but hey, that's just me and that's just us. But let us know in the comments down below if you've seen The Invite yet. I hate giving ratings. Actually, I'm saying this right now. This is going to be the last film review that I give a number rating to. I don't like doing the numbers because I don't want to quantify it. Y'all can figure out how I feel about a film just by my thoughts, right? But I don't know if I glazed this film enough, and I don't know if I showed how much I like this film just through the words. So I'm just going to say I think this is a strong 9 out of 10. This is a very, very strong movie. I really, really enjoyed it. I could watch it again multiple times. Infinitely watchable. Performance powerhouses. Y'all know I love performance powerhouses. Y'all saw my top 10 list last year. Die My Love was on there. A lot of those like kind of pure actor movies are on there, just pure acting in one location. Just do that. And this is one of those movies. One location, one apartment, 4 actors just acting their butts off. And it works, and it's beautiful, and I really, really dug it. So that's my thoughts on the film. Let me know in the comments down below if you've seen it already or if you plan on seeing The Invite. And hopefully I didn't spoil it too much, but if I did, just let me know that too. Be like, yo, Rob, stop spoiling this stuff, man. It's your boy RB3. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. There's about 50% of y'all that watch the videos and don't subscribe, man. It's kind of making me mad. So please hit that subscribe button. Support what we do here at First Cut. We got more early screenings coming, and Sabrina and I will be breaking this movie down in depth, more fully, very soon on First Cut Live. So, peace out, y'all. Thanks for tapping in. It's your boy RB3. See ya.
You getting at me equals a bloodbath. You do the math, take you out the equation. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. With the 4/5 divide you in half. You getting at me equals a bloodbath. Only one can remain. It's either me